Guys, Adidas is back at it again with a brand new model, and I'm not gonna lie, I think we may have another hit on our hands, and let's get into it. Today we're looking at the Adidas Oznova. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mike from sneakerhistory.com, and we are back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button down below because that really helps the channel grow. And just, guys, you've done so great about it so far, so thank you. Now, you guys saw from the intro, we're looking at another brand new sneaker from Adidas. And guys, as soon as I saw it on the website, I was like, I gotta buy it. And again, we're looking at the Oznova from Adidas Originals. And if you guys recognize the Oz part of the name, it's a part of the Ozweeg family. And just to kind of give you guys a history lesson, maybe if you weren't familiar with the Ozweeg, it was first released with Adidas in 1996. It has really had a long life with Adidas. It actually incorporated the adidas cushioning back in 96, but it's just kind of gotten better and better every year. Now in 2013, I'm putting pictures up here as well so you guys can see everything, just kind of get a visual. But in 2013, if you guys remember, that's when Raf Simons got a hold of the Ozweeg and made a really different version of the shoe, but at the same time still true to the DNA. And it became a way to merge the runway fashion with streetwear. You got that Ozweeg model that was very popular, pretty expensive, but still very popular among the sneaker crowds on both sneakerheads and maybe high fashion loving people. Again, bringing the timeline back forward, I think 2016 is when we got introduced to the Ozweeg again. Then this time it was more geared to look like the Ozweeg 3 with adidas plus cushioning. So that was when we first got the adidas plus cushioning in the Ozweeg sneaker. And from there we branched into things like the Ozweeg, which I've done a review on that one of my favorite shoes of last year. We'll go ahead and put a link to that review there. They have the Ozara. I haven't done a review on that one yet. I don't own that one yet, but I might have to throw it in the collection. And again, we have the Oznova now. Now with the Oznova, this one really takes the look of the Ozweeg and puts it on steroids, I think. It has that chunky feeling of the Raf Simons version, but this one still stays true to that Ozweeg DNA. Now as we get into it, I have to say, guys, this is another shoe that I think is gonna be just kind of a sleeper hit among people who aren't maybe looking for the super hype product. They want something different. Y'all know, people are gonna say, oh, what it has that Yeezy 350, or not 350, the Yeezy 700 look and feel. I understand that, and that's just like the ZX22 Boost I reviewed a couple weeks ago. I'll put a link up there for you if you haven't seen that one either. But I like that Adidas is taking these chances. This is two new silhouettes that have been released within a month of each other. And I know it can get saturated sometimes, and maybe some people are just kind of phoning it in, and we might not get a great model, but at this point, they're 2 for 2, for me at least. And this is just a great looking shoe. Had this real alien look to it, but at the same time giving me those retro running feelings of, again, the Ozweeg. Now, right into the sneaker, guys, is gonna be a makeup of both gray and silver colors, and it's just different tones and hues thrown in here, along with a little bit of this kind of purplish, kind of light violet look to it as well, just to give us a pop. Now, right at the toe box, you're gonna see we're gonna have a little premium touch with our suede right here that's wrapping around the top of the toe box here, right up to the first two eyelets. And you're gonna run into a little bit more suede at the rear of the sneaker as well. Now, as we get to the eyelets, you're gonna have a couple of kind of the quick lace system at the bottom. You see it's more of the bands than the holes, but you're gonna get up, you're gonna have this TPU cage that serves as the eyelets as well, which I would say gives you lockdown, but this is not a performance shoe whatsoever, so it's more for aesthetic reasons, design purposes, than it is for any kind of functional purpose, I think. You're gonna have your rope laces here, nothing too crazy. There's only one set of laces, and it's these. There's no extras in the box. And on the tongue, we're gonna of course get better pictures sort of in the B-roll here, but you're gonna have the Oznova branding on the tongue here. That is gonna be very traditional in the Ozweeg family, that same design and same kind of font they've used in the past. And the tongue, although it's not the neoprene that we're like used to in like the Ozweeg, this is gonna be a thicker material that has a bit of a shine to it, a little sparkle because that silver / grayish color they're using. Really just kind of, again, space age, alien-ish shoe has all those kind of feelings with it for me. Now as we keep going around this cage, again, it's like a TPU cage here, and it is a little bit transparent. I don't know if you guys can see my finger back there, but a little transparent, but you're gonna have this really nice, again, this purplish piping going around the sides, and it's on both the lateral and medial side and wraps around the heel to have actually this little plastic, a TPU heel tab at the back. But you're gonna have your Adidas 3 stripes done up in that same color, but they're behind that silver mesh, so it's a bit harder to see the color. but it's cool. I like it. This is one of those sneakers that's very minimal branding, but you can see the branding, if that makes any sense. It's not too much. It's not overdone with a bunch of, you know, logos everywhere, and I like that. Now, as we get to the back of the shoe, where I looked at that TPU, that heel tab here, but you're gonna have this weird kind of plastic, I guess it's vinyl material here. It's gonna have a bit of sheen and a little bit of glitter to it as well. That is going to, I don't know, I mean, it's not a really expensive material. I think it is a bit of cheap makeup there, but the shoe's 120 bucks. You're not gonna get the most premium product for $120, but the shoe did very, very well for what I paid for it. I think I got probably more value from the 100 from more expensive models, honestly. Now, one thing we want to talk about as we're getting down the shoe here is this Adidas Plus. So we've seen Adiprene, we've seen Adiprene Plus, we've seen Boost, we've seen Bounce. Adidas Plus is a new cushioning, guys, and you guys see how, look at that. That is all cushioning right here, if I'm not mistaken. And that cushioning, as we get down to the midsole here, actually is out of the sides of the sneaker. You can actually touch the cushioning. And I have to say, it's actually very comfortable. I was surprised because when I picked up the shoe, it's again bottom heavy because of how chunky they're making the midsoles. It's actually really comfortable. Now, the only drawback to this sneaker for me is that because of the chunkiness and how big the sole kit is, it's a bit, the initial walking in it is a bit flat. It doesn't have a lot of roll to it. It slaps a little bit when you walk. It seemed to break in a little bit more the more I was walking, so that feeling seemed to happen less and less the more I walked in it. But initially, there's a lot of slapping when I was walking because it is just a pretty hefty sole. But it was never uncomfortable. I will have to tell you that. It was super comfortable, and I don't know what the Adidas Plus is. There's no literature on it on Adidas website. It's not Adiprene Plus, it's called Adidas Plus. And just I guess a little pun here, a plus is that it actually glows in the dark. I didn't know that. I thought, from looking at the pictures of the information on the website, just kind of the product shots, they show them shining, so I thought they were a 3M or reflective material, but they actually glow in the dark. So I took these outside when I wore them, a lot of sunlight, came back in the house. You guys can check out the picture. I don't know what side I'm throwing it on, but you guys check out the picture. They glow green. So that is just super cool. I know it's more of a novelty because who really cares if the shoe glows, but I thought it was really cool that you got that extra feature and the cushioning is glowing. So that's really cool. Now, the midsole design, again, more alien looks to it. Like, this is really cool, guys. Just something different, something fresh that we aren't getting in. Although this may be just kind of a blip in the sneaker universe, you know, how long we're going to talk about this one, I'm going to be happy to have this in my collection for a while because who knows, some years from now, maybe I have a couple pairs of these still in good shape. Break these out. Guys, this is going to be something people are going to ask you about because this is just different, and I can appreciate different. And again, I know it still pulls some of that DNA from the Yeezy line, which, hey, Adidas isn't stupid. If it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of deal. They're taking liberties with their own product and making things that sell, and hey, I'm not mad at it. As long as it's different and as long as it looks good, I'm happy. And that's what I've got here. Now, taking out I was gonna take out the insole. I don't think I can. It's glued down pretty good. You guys can kind of see it in here. Let's get a close up. Has that same kind of pattern that we saw on the midsole, but it's done up in that purple color on a white midsole, which is pretty cool. And the midsole it has a little cushion to it. I don't know, it may just be an ortholite, but it's pretty cushiony actually. So between the Adidas Plus cushioning, the cushioning in the insole, I couldn't think of the word insole. It is super nice, guys, and keep on going. We have our really just, again, different bottom. I have the translucent blue, really icy blue on. You know what? I lied. It is not translucent. I don't think it is. At first I thought, you know what? It has a kind of a clear-ish feel to it. I don't know, guys. Just like, look at that. That might be crazy. Maybe it's not. But it's got this really light blue that matches that purple-ish color up here. You have a weird traction pattern with your Adidas branding here. You have that cushioning exposed in the heel, and it's super soft. You have a little bit more in the forefoot as well. Guys, I am super excited for this shoe. Again for the clunkiness, and I wish the outsole didn't really shoot out so far at the heel. Other than that, those are very minor things. Again, when I broke in the shoe a little bit, it had that less clunky feeling. But this is awesome, guys. We have a futuristic retro runner. It's just an inline release. Guys, I cannot stress to you enough. It doesn't have to be limited. It doesn't have to be, a quick strike or whatever it is, hyper strike, whatever they call them nowadays. There are inline GR sneakers that are dope. GR is not a bad word. So for all my sneakerheads out there, you guys know what I'm about already. If I like it, I'm gonna get it. I don't care if it's rare, I don't care if it's not. And this is not. This is easy to get, full size, run on adidas.com. I'll drop a link down at the bottom. If you're gonna get them, true to size. I know, again, Adidas is weird about their sizing. This one is true to size and maybe almost a half size up depending on how your foot is, because I think almost, I say try them on if you can. But this is pretty close to me going a half size up. But I do like the snug fit. I like my shoes to be secure, so I'm okay with the kind of one-to-one fit on these. But I'll say, if you like your shoes to fit a little bit more casual, a little looser, go to half size up. If you're a wide footer, definitely go half size up on this one. But check it out. The Adidas Oznova is, again, right next to that ZX22 Boost. They're about what and what. I'm not sure which one's my favorite yet, but those are two of my favorites of the year so far. And you're like, what? What about the Travis Scotts? Or what about the Yeezy? Man, two inline sneakers are two of my favorite shoes of the year so far. And guys, let me know what you think about them. Do you like them? Is it too much? Do you say, you know what, I'm gonna check these out, or it's a no-go? Doesn't matter. It's sneakers, guys, so we're all entitled to our own opinion. That's what I love about this. You guys let me know what you think about it in the comments. And until next time, see ya.